Coach, last time you had Miami, they were not a full roster. Now it seems that Messi obviously will be healthy and ready to go. Talk about how you prepare a defensive effort against them.
Yeah, but Mark, please don't forget, we also didn't have the whole roster. Huh? So yeah, it's a team with high quality, especially then with Lionel Messi then as a striker or winger player in the half space between the lines. So we have to defend very strong, very compact in our defense line, in our structure. That will be very important for Saturday. But to have the confidence, it's necessary to have the confidence with the ball for us to find the solutions, to find the space, and especially in the first game, the home game, with our supporters against Miami, the transition moments was very well, and we need the same structure. We need the same transition moments on Saturday on the road game.
Thanks, Aaron. Going up against Miami, the number one in the conference right now, having Lewis Morgan scoring his last goal and having 7 goals, how much is he going to help you guys with the game against Miami?
Lewis Morgan?
Yes.
Yeah, very important player. He's playing the whole season with a lot of confidence and also with high quality in his deep runs. He worked hard for the team in the last game, so it's a very important player for us, and on the field, off the field, and we need on Saturday the best performance as well from Lewis Morgan.
Thanks, good. Anthony?
Coach Andres Reyes is coming off suspension.
Yeah.
More than likely will be the starter this weekend. How has he reintegrated back into the defense over the last 2 weeks during the suspension?
Yeah, the same, hopefully like before the Chicago game. So he will start. It's not a secret now. So he will start with Jean Niels. Hopefully nothing will happen tomorrow. So then they will start as a center back, both of them, and they played in this combination very well in the games. And we expect also the best performance, especially against Schwarz, against Messi in the box defending, against Taylor in the box defending, to be strong in these duels, to be concentrate, to have the focus on these duels, and after that to have also the performance in our build-up positions, in our solutions with the ball.
Next, go to JJ.
Sandro, Miami struggles at home, especially with crosses and corner kicks in the box. How vital is it going to be to keep Date central with Lewis and let the wingers constantly feed the box?
Yeah, you analyze very well the opponent. So to find for us good moments, good structure in the box of Miami, that we have good numbers of players in the box. We showed in the last games our quality in set pieces, especially in corners. So we scored the last 3 goals in set pieces, and that gives us also confidence to score in these moments, and it's an important moment on Saturday as well. We have to create our moments, our situations when we have the ball against their structure, 4-3-3, 4-4-2, depends on Messi's position in their defense behavior. But we have the confidence. We showed this in the first game, in the home game against Inter Miami, and we have also now the confidence because the performance in the last games was most of the time was very well, not the result, but the performance, how we want to play. And we need the best performance. We need a physical game on Saturday. In this kind of physical game, we have a lot of good moments in both directions of transitions, and this is what we have to create on Saturday, because we are very fit. We are a very good spot, the whole team, individual and as a team, and that's necessary on Saturday.
Next, we'll go to Joe Pantorno on Zoom.
Hey, Sandro, thanks for doing this today. Understanding that you just kind of went through some of the tactical ideas of how you can potentially slow down Miami and especially Messi here. Is there a message, over the last week, maybe over these next few days leading up to the match, understanding that, that this is at the end of the day you are taking on Leo Messi, but at the same time, it's almost like any other game, and you guys have a chance to kind of prove yourself here. Almost like this is a measuring stick in a way for
Yeah,
you guys.
it's a big challenge for us. And we play in our preparation the whole week in our training session, our video meeting is our preparation is that we are playing against Inter Miami, not only against Messi. We know for sure it's a very important player for them, especially in the last third, in their last third, in these moments. In the half space with his left foot when he makes the dribbling inside, when he comes inside to the box, these cutbacks from the fullback. So it's an important topic for Saturday to defend against this issue, but it's necessary that we have the confidence with the ball and not only to think about, okay, how can we defend against Messi, because they have Suarez, Taylor, a lot of good players. And to have the confidence, to have this quality, this performance in our build-up situation, in our transition moments, to use our speed. To use our speed is for us necessary on Saturday to create dangerous moments, hopefully for the opponent.
We're back to Alex.
So obviously, last game you guys played against Miami, you guys won 4-0, but not having Reintegrating Forsberg, what is it going to be like to have now him back in the lineup against Miami?
Yeah, it's an important player on the field, off the field. It's a little bit similar like Luis Morgan, and also to have these connections on the field, on the left side, to have these connections when they are very close, but not to forget these deep runs. And this is what we have to improve on the left side, especially then to find the right moments to come inside, then to come behind the center backs or fullbacks of the opponent. But especially on the left side, these connections is important for us in our situations and build-up moments. And both of them, they are working in our pressing behavior very hard. And it's necessary, and especially then when Messi is coming from their right side, from Miami, so that we also close these spaces.
We're back to Mark.
Talk to us about your thoughts on Yengor so far. We saw him a little bit unleashed against Vancouver. We saw his speed a couple of times. Maybe in the final third, a little less sharp than you thought. I'm just kind of curious how you grade him so far.
Yeah, it's a very good question, and we don't forget, please, that he missed, I think, 80% of the whole preseason when we worked every day in our principles, in our defense, in our offense behavior. And as a young player, to adapt a new culture, it's not so easy to come here and then to show directly the whole quality, but. He wants to improve. He works very hard on the field every training session, and we saw it in a lot of moments in the games. But that need times, and he will get the time from the whole coaching staff, and I'm sure that he will bring us a lot in his skills.
Go back to Anthony. Coach, the last few games, while they've been draws, there've been a lot of late moments where the team could have, ball goes left or right, maybe it's a win. How do you keep the team focused in training on not dwelling on those moments so that they can evolve and maybe convert those chances in the future?
Yeah, to be honest, we were also very frustrated after the home game against Vancouver. And I said this immediately after the game in the locker room to the players on Sunday here in our video meeting room. It was a little bit similar, the game movie. We said about the game movie like the home game against Chicago. So in good moments, in the best moments in the second half, where we scored the goal for the result 1-1 against Vancouver. In this moment we got the red card. And this is what we have to learn. So to keep the focus in a high level, to keep the concentration in a high level, to keep also the dynamics in the direction to the goal, and that was the analyze of these games. And but also not to forget the good moments in the game. And we had a lot of good moments. And now three draws in a row. Yeah, it's not the best feeling, but when you compare these games, both home games a little bit similar with this red card, and to win a game it's difficult to win 11 against 11 in MLS game. So can you imagine to win in 10 against 11? So on one side you have to be satisfied. When I talk only about the results, you have to be satisfied about this 1 point. But when you see the chances at the end of the game, home game, Chicago on the post, then the last moment, LAFC, it was a high level game from both teams. Crossbar the situation, yeah. So we can sit here to have 4 points more. So, but we can also sit here and to have only 1 point in these 3 games. This is also the truth after these 2 red cards. So this is the moment now. And our focus in our daily work to answer this question is to keep the level in our principle higher and higher. And this is what we analyze with the team, to have the right balance in our defense-offense behavior, to use our speed, to use the dynamic when we are in some spaces, and then to have these more deep runs in dangerous spaces.
Next we go to Christian Ortiz on Zoom. Christian? We can't hear you, Christian. You type your question in the chat to me, and I'll ask Coach. We'll go to Daniel Feurenstein.
Good afternoon, Sandro, and thank you very much for doing this today. If I can ask you personally, when you are managing in football, you know, and you got to face one of the best in the world in Messi, I know you got to face him and his friends, but what does it mean for you to game plan against one of the greatest players we've seen in modern football era right now?
So when I was a player, it was very simple. I didn't never play against the top players in this league where I was playing. So we have to prepare these situations against Messi, but it's not our main target, our main goal now to defend like man marking or something like that. So our idea of the game, how we want to defend is with the whole team. We need all these players. We need a top goalkeeper on Saturday. But we analyze these moments of Lionel Messi. But yeah, we have to defend this in our space, very compact, very strong also in these duels, and this is necessary.
Hey everyone, we have time for 2 more questions with Coach. First, go to Gary on Zoom.
Coach, you talked about working on, getting the high level and working with Messi and everything else. And what is the team looking at, taking an opportunity to make a statement win against arguably one of the best one of the best teams in the league, but arguably one of the best players in the world? And how do you concentrate that? What Emil Forsberg mentioned, he wanted to take that anger and make it a focus to make it, a very effective game like you did the last time, because certainly they remember that 4-0 loss and they weren't able to push back on that. How do you, channel that anger, saying, okay, we did it before, we can do it we can do it again, that you show no fear against them?
It's not a big issue, to be honest. It's not a big issue now, and to have the motivation before the game. Okay, we did it one time, and now we want it again. So it's now 7:30 in Miami. Start kickoff. So we want to give them also a lot of questions. How we want to play, how we want to build up, how we want to create in our transition moments. And I agree about Lionel Messi. This is a key player for sure. It's the best player in the world. So it's a key player of Inter Miami, and he can create moments from 1 second to the other second, and with his shots, very, very dangerous. So, but this is how we want to defend as a team, and I'm sure when we have the highest level as a team, as the whole team, with our subs, with the goalkeeper, with the good energy, with the whole coaching staff. So I'm sure that we have then also the chance to get the result. And I mentioned this before, LAFC, to the whole team. It's not only to have the statement now for the league or for outside the people. It's we want to set a statement for us, for our level, for our development, and this is a big opportunity in Miami, a big game, big challenge. So they are a good team, and they got very good results after our first game. I think they won 3-4 games then in a row. So this is the opportunity now to show our quality on this road game.
We'll finish up with Christian. Try to go back to Christian. Can't hear you. Christian, we can't hear you. Sorry. Bob, we'll go to Voss.
Life is hard sometimes.
How's it going, Sandro? Thank you for having the time.
Okay, thank you.
Just wanted to ask you about a lot of the pundits on Apple TV were mentioning how the Red Bulls have shown that they are the team that can take it against this Inter Miami side, while other MLS sides have tried to sit back and defend and just let them play their own game. Have those conversations about them favoring the Red Bulls affect the mentality of the group at all, or can you use that to just fuel the team, or is it just something that you don't even acknowledge?
Yeah, it's good to know about that, but only our focus is, our concentration is what happened on the field and what we can influence about that. And to have this feeling now in the first game, to win, to score, this is good to have this feeling, which we showed in the first game. But now it's kickoff. Then you have to create new situation, new moments. So this is the main target, and to have this feeling that we know how we can win against Inter Miami, that's good. But it means, to be honest, it means nothing now when Saturday it starts, because then with the first duel, with the first kickoff situation, with the first pass, so then you need the clear focus, the same focus like in the first game, and this is the main target on Saturday. Not to think about, okay, this was for the supporters, for all of us in the club, was a big moment, was an emotion victory. So, but now this is our job to have the moments on Saturday in Miami, and not to think about what happened 4 or 5 weeks, I don't know, ago. So we have to create new moments, new situations, new feelings, new emotionals. This is our main target, and this is the focus every day in the training, on the field, and when we sit on the bus from the hotel to the stadium, and to have this feeling, okay, now we are looking forward, we are excited for this game with the whole team, with our members. So this is what we need, and not to think about, okay, 4 or 5 weeks ago. No, to be the focus on Saturday, next game, 3 points there, big 3 points. So, and we have the chance. I believe in the whole team. We have the chance there to have this performance. First of all, not to think about the result. First of all, to think about the performance, what we need, the physical game, to run a lot, to have high sprint running. So sprint distance, like these skills we need for sure on Saturday. So if we are going there on Saturday only to think about, okay, we can play a little bit in our passing or build-up situation, then in their individual quality, they are better than us. That's not the biggest surprise. But we have to make a physical game, but in this physical game, to be clear in the head and to play very clear in our structure and to defend very strong in these duels. So if you ask me, I'm ready to play.